And a very good afternoon to you. You're watching Times Now Live. I'm Pratibha. A Delhi court August 2012 at her residence in Delhi. And in a suicide note that she had written before that, she had alleged harassment by him, and she had also named the associate. Geetika Sharma's mother had also died of suicide 6 months after her daughter's death.
मेरे खिलाफ एक भी कोई एविडेंस कोई कुछ नहीं था। ये सिर्फ बनाया गया था और ये किस सोच से क्यों बनाया गया था ये कोर्ट ने आज ये सब कुछ आपके सामने आप कोर्ट ऑर्डर पढ़ेंगे आपके सामने।
हमारा डिफेंस रो से ये था कि ये जो सुसाइड नोट है ये भी इस केस में फोर्स करके और इस केस में प्लान किया गया है। बाकी 65 विटनेसेस इस केस के अंदर गवाह हुए हैं और इट टेक्स अराउंड 11 इयर्स इस केस को कंप्लीट करने के लिए। लेकिन हमारे खिलाफ कोई ऐसे एविडेंस नहीं आई है जिसमें कोई एविडेंस ये हो कि हमने कभी उसका बैट किया हो टू कमिट सुसाइड। So ultimately the court acquitted us because you were innocent.
Well, Geetika's family is distraught after the court order. Times Now spoke to Geetika's brother, who alleged that the charge sheet in the case contained ample proof, and the phone chats also show that Geetika was harassed. Geetika's brother alleged that power was misused to escape punishment by the accused.
ये बहुत ही डिसअपॉइंटिंग बात है कि 11 साल से हम एक केस लड़ रहे हैं जहाँ पे डॉक्यूमेंट प्रूफ्स इतने सारे हैं, एफएसएल रिपोर्ट्स हैं, पर्सनल मैसेजेस हैं, ईमेलर्स हैं जहाँ पे थ्रेट्स क्लियरली दिख रही हैं और उसको रूल्ड आउट कर देना, वी आर रियली डिसअपॉइंटेड।
अंकित, कोर्ट का ये भी कहना है कि प्रोसिक्यूशन दरअसल सेक्शन 306 के तहत केस मजबूत केस बना नहीं पाया और ऐसा कोई सबूत नहीं है जो ये दिखा रहा है कि जो आरोपी थे उन्होंने ऐसी स्थिति पैदा कर दी थी कि गीतिका को सुसाइड करना पड़ा। इस पर आप क्या कहेंगे, जो कोर्ट के ऑब्जर्वेशंस हैं?
मैम, पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट ने 1800 पेज की चार्जशीट बनाई है जिसमें कुछ नहीं है, सिर्फ और सिर्फ प्रूफ्स हैं। देयर ऑल डॉक्यूमेंटेड रिकॉर्ड्स। क्या वो सारे मैसेजेस गलत हैं? क्या वो सारी ईमेल्स गलत हैं जिसमें थ्रेट्स दी गई हैं? क्या एफएसएल रिपोर्ट्स गलत हैं? सब कुछ चार्जशीट में है, उसको सिर्फ नजरअंदाज किया गया है और इनको बरी कर दिया गया है। देयर वाज अ रीजन दे वर इन जेल फॉर 2 years विदाउट कन्विक्शन।
Ankit, what do you think is the reason behind the development today?
रीजन तो यही लग रहा है ना, वो अपना पावर, पॉलिटिकल पावर यूज करके वो इस केस से बस बाहर निकलना चाहते हैं।
तो क्या आप इसको चैलेंज करेंगे अब?
मैम, हम कैसे चैलेंज करेंगे? हम वी आर मिडिल क्लास पीपल, वी कैन नॉट गो टू अफोर्ड टू गो टू हाई कोर्ट एंड पे फॉर दोस हाई एंड फीस। हम तो सिर्फ स्टेट से रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं कि वो इस केस को चैलेंज करें, बिकॉज आई वाज वेरी श्योर कि जितने डॉक्यूमेंटेड रिकॉर्ड्स हैं, इनकी पर्सनल कॉन्वर्सेशंस हैं, वो पूरा क्लियरली बता दें कि हैरेसमेंट था, उस लड़की को कैप्टिवेट करना चाहते थे ये दोनों। पूरा प्रूफ है उसके अंदर और उसके हर प्रूफ को टेक्निकल ग्राउंड्स में नल एंड वॉइड कर देना, तो वो तो बस यही दिखाता ना कि इस केस का सिर्फ निपटाना करना चाहते थे, सिर्फ निपटाया इस केस को।
Now, the court has made some observations. Remember, there were 6 calls that had been made, and the court also observed that of the 6 calls that were made, 3 of the calls were made by her brother, but the rest of the 3 calls were made by an unknown person, and the officials did not probe it enough. Neelashish joining us on the broadcast with the details of what's expected next. Neelashish, heartbreaking for the family members who have been fighting for the last 11 years for justice, and the court has observed that the prosecution could not prove the charge.
Absolutely. The Rouse Avenue Court, after 11 years of this case, has pronounced its judgment acquitting Gopal Kanda and Aruna Chadha, wherein it has been stated that the prosecution has failed to prove the offences of abetment to suicide as well as the other charges. It has also stated, as you were saying, that the night before her death, on the 4th of August, there were 6 phone calls that were made to her, 3 by her brother, 2 by another number, and 1 other call. So other than the 3 calls by her brother, the remaining 3 calls were not, in fact, investigated, and that was imperative as it could have thrown some light as far as her death is concerned. Now, that is something that the court has said and also stated that it cannot rule out that someone known to her could have instigated her to go and die by suicide. Also, it has been stated that there are certain testimonies of prosecution witnesses which do not really corroborate as far as the evidence that was present before the court is concerned. It has been stated that there are prosecution witnesses who seemed to have tried to say that on the 3rd of August, she had stayed at the Mumbai hotel, but at the Mumbai airport, but there was no boarding pass to corroborate that particular testimony as well. So there are certain possibilities that could not be ruled out. That has been said by the Rouse Avenue Court, which has in fact gone on to state that Gopal Kanda seemed to have given her a number of benefits, and that cannot be taken by any stretch of the imagination, unquote, of the court's order, that could not be taken to have meant that he was trying to create circumstances wherein she had no choice except to end her life. So these sort of observations have been made basis the evidence, the witness statements that were put out, and it was stated that the prosecution has in fact failed to make a case of these offences that were present in the charge sheet as well.
All right, Nilashish, thank you for joining us with those details. The family members say that they are hoping that the state will proceed with the case moving to a higher court. Let's shift our focus now to Karnataka. The